Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain. Yesterday, yesterday, just before evening, as I reflected on all that happened on yesterday, I felt good about all of the mixing and mingling and things that God had put in front of me. And I knew, and I did. I heard God say just before evening, it is good. So I feel good this morning with the gift that God has given me, us, you, we, them, they, this world, this nation. I feel good about this gift of a brand new day. So just touching bases, being able to just touch base again this morning with each of you as we go to turn to the Proverbs this morning, like we've been doing for the past few mornings. Proverbs, a collection of wise sayings and good advice just for practical living. And let me just say this before we really get into our scriptures this morning, is that, and you think about it as well, I saw my parents, my mother and my daddy, live the wise sayings that they said to us. I saw them and I experienced the good advice, them doing what they told their children to do. They, in fact, were living proverbs. Think about it. Just think about your past and what you were able to see and to hear. Maybe not necessarily from your parents, but from other people in your life. A collection of wise sayings and good advice. And who better to share with us this morning than King Solomon, who wrote most of the Proverbs? He lived life to the fullest, and he experienced his daddy, King David, living life to the fullest. So he is a good person to write for us, to share with us, to give to us this collection of wise sayings and good advice. So let's just take time and turn. Yes, turn. And this is what I have themed this book of Proverbs for me is turn. Spiritually, turning is moving forward, naturally moving forward to God. Naturally moving forward to God. So now let us turn naturally I think we're in the second chapter of Proverbs, and we're going to just read verses 11 through 22, where King Solomon teaches us about the moral benefits of wisdom. So starting with verse 11, well, we did end it with verse 11 on yesterday, but I had a conversation with a very, very dear person about verse 11, which really struck her. And so I'm going to pick up with verse 11 this morning, and we're going to go through verse 22. So verse 11, think about it. Enter fully into these words. Discretion Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Now, verse 12. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who leave the straight paths to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. It will save you also from adulteress, from the wayward wife with her seductive words, who has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. For her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Thus, you will walk in the ways of good men and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. It's verses 11 through 22. The moral benefits of wisdom. So as we prepare to enter into the fullness of this day and into the fullness of these words, embraced within the palms of my prayers, O Lord, the fullness of the word turn, growing naturally, a natural growing and moving forward to God. And so, God, feed my good, order my steps, teach me, show me discretion and understanding, which will keep me from chasing the wind. For where the wind blows and stops, no one knows. So, yes, embraced within the palms of my prayers, feed my good all day long and allow me to live as my parents did. Allow me to become or to be a living proverb all day long. Show me when and how to turn. So until we touch bases on tomorrow, I just want to hear, just before evening, God say, it is good. Embraced here, all day long is the need for me to experience what God will be doing in me and for me and through me this day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Kareem Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain. Embrace this day. So go forth into its fullness.